We have a young lady who hails from Fresno, California, who's an amazing leader in our business. And one of the things I was telling some of the group this morning, one thing that I admire about her, she's very humble, she's very giving, she'll help anybody. I mean, she's very giving. Not only that, when she finally got to regional director, I never forget this. I'll take this to my grave. She said something that stuck with me. She says, had I known it was going to be this great, I'd have did it earlier. So let that be a hint to all of you. Had she known, she'd have did it early. And she said, not for me, Mr. Thomas, because that's who she is in her heart. My team, write this down, first note of the day before I bring her up. She said, my team needed to see me do it. So now they're inspired to become one as well. See, a lot of times people watch you. Even when you talk about ACN, your guests or your friends, they don't care about, they want to know how you're done with it. The truth is they watched her and she wanted to be an inspiration for them to follow, that if she could do it, they could do it. Because we all know what our friends, they're watching us. When you make it, then I'll get involved. No. She went on and set the bar, made it happen. Mr. Jetta did it. And she said, if I only knew it was going to be this great, Miss Anna, I'd have did it early, Mr. Ismail, because my team needed me, Mr. Freddie Sherman, to see me hit it. So Willie, when you hit it, your team will explode because their belief levels, Coach Johnny, goes through the roof. With that said, it gives me great honor, great privilege to introduce this young lady who her mentors are. Rose Guerrero, Mr. Chris King, Ms. Giles and Bristol, Ms. Natasha. I mean, she's got a list of them, but I'm going to tell you something, folks. You can be right where she's at. Without further ado, the great, the one, and the incomparable, Miss Evelyn Phipps, Regional Director out of Fresno.
But thank you so much. I want to welcome the whole ACN team. First and foremost, let's just say thank you, Mr. Thomas, for putting this platform on and for allowing me to come in and hopefully pour into some of you. Because I see, like Mr. Thomas says, time and time again, we see the same faces. That's awesome. That means you're learning and you're growing and you're receptive to keep going and learning more. But like he says, if we don't put it into play, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen, you guys. Now, I see a lot of people in there that are probably around the same age I am. So I'm basically pouring out to you guys, the ladies, the middle-aged ladies or older, and men too, if need be. First and foremost, we heard a lot this week of posture and backbone, right? We heard a lot about that, okay? We need to have that. And there's the right way, not just go out and pretend we have it, because I'm going to tell you, you guys, those of you that know me, I love people. I'm a talker. I can talk to anybody. But there's a right way and a wrong way. A right way and a wrong way. And like Mr. Thomas says, it's all about listening to what people say. And it'll get you so far in this business. I'm not kidding you. It took me almost 2 years to do that. Being from corporate America, you guys, I thought, okay, I'm a supervisor for a huge company. I got this. My work ethic is crazy. I got this. I know I do. No, it was not happening for me that fast. Yeah, I got a few people in, but that's not going to get you to where you need to be. And it's all about residual, you guys. We want residual. And it's all about building our residual, building it. So going forward, I just want to talk to you people and say, if you want change, honestly, and I hope this is not going to offend anybody, you need to change. You need to be the person. You need to be the person to change. I'm not saying a lot of you are bad people. No, we're not bad people. We love people. But we've heard this before. Would you follow you? Would you follow you if you were out there recruiting? Would you follow you? Because that stuck on me a few years ago. Like before I was RD, that stuck on me, and I thought, well, I'm a likable person. I do a lot of good. I do this, I do that. But would you follow me in business? In business, you guys, that's totally different. if I'm somebody who needs a lot of money and needs help because I'm losing my house, my husband had back surgery, you know, blah, blah, blah. He's not going to be working for another year or two because he's, you know, recuperating. Would I follow me? Back then, no. I thought I was doing everything right, but I wasn't. I never utilized the favor, help, try. I didn't read like I should. I thought, you know what? I'll plug into everything and I'll get it. I'll go to everything and I'll get it. You'll get some nuggets, you guys, but it needs to be in here. It needs to be in here and then in here. I'll tell you right now, I wake up every morning at least 3:30, 4 o'clock. Today was 2 in the morning. Why? Because I started thinking about something that I needed to tell my team. I've got some new people that are in my organization, and I thought, oh my God, I need to tell them that. So what did I do? I got up, and a lot of people say, put a pad next to your bed. I can't because my husband's right next to me. I need to turn on a light, I'll wake him up. So I get up, go to the other room, I get my pad and I start writing down what I want to tell my team. You see, you guys, I've got ACN in me. ACN's in me. Give me a minute. When you have ACN in you, you will know it. You will know it. You can't sleep half the time. And I know Mr. Sam Foster knows what I mean. Because you have so much excitement. And I, like Mr. Thomas said, I'm the type of person, I'm doing it for my team now. I want my team to succeed. There's some people in my team that really need this. Maybe they're not as young as they used to be. Their retirement is, you know, there's no retirement, things like that. So I'm doing this for them too. I want them to succeed. So you guys, you need to pour into yourselves. On your downtime, read these self-motivating books. 2 weeks ago, Mr. King gave us that great book, Know Exactly What to Say. Thankfully, I had that book from a year ago. That will give you the awesome tools on how to probe people, how to get, you know, you're in and over, you know, what we need to say, you guys. I'm going to share something with you. This, you know, a lot of you probably wondering, well, how does she go out and prospect? I change up a lot of things. If something's not working, I change up the time. Like I usually go to the gym at 4:35 in the morning. Okay, now I'm going to go at 10. Now I'm going to go at 11. I'm going to change it up and meet new people. Same thing like the mall. Our mall is probably not as big as Mr. Foster's, but you know, there's not a lot of people there on certain days. So I'm going to change it up. This past weekend, I was fortunate enough to do a yard sale with some of my leaders. It was hot. It was hot. It was like 105. We had no canopy, no umbrella or nothing. And did I need to make money? No. But I said, you know what? I'm going to go and prospect. If I can get somebody out of that or even a customer, my day is well worth it. It is well worth it. The very first person that came to our yard sale, and we really should have taken pictures of this because it was huge. It was huge. There was 3 of us. I went up to her because of course she was on my side. And I just mentioned, you know, is there anything you're looking in particular, ma'am? You know, is there something I can help you with? Because it was hot. It was hot. I'm not kidding you. I got a tan. I got burnt. And she starts saying, well, you know what? I got robbed. Everything in my apartment, I came home and everything was robbed. So you guys, right then and there, ding, I'm listening. I let her talk. She said a lot. She said a lot. And everything she said, all I kept thinking about was ACN, ACN, ID SIL, ACN. She needs this, she needs that. You know, her computer, everything was gone. She actually moved because she got, you know, everything got robbed. So we talked for quite a while, but honestly, I listened to her. I go, really? I go, what is it that you do? And she was telling me, she goes, I actually drive a truck, a business truck. I go, really? And this is a woman. And she goes, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Listen, you got to do what you got to do. This is what she told me. So that led me to believe this woman is willing to do anything to make money. So now she's not just an ID sale customer, she's turned into a prospect, a good prospect, somebody who needs this more than I do right now. Long story short, I did bring it up because why? She goes, well, what is it that you do? What is those famous words? What is it that you do? And I go, honestly, I help people like yourself that have been robbed in this community build up. And she goes, really? How do you do that? And I said, well, you see that cell phone you have right there? I go, what would you think about if you got paid every time that cell phone rang? And she goes, oh my God, tell me more. And I said, well, listen, your boyfriend's out there honking because he wants to go because it's hot. And she's got all this stuff she's buying. And I said, do me a favor, give me your name and number. And how about if I talk to you later and I'll send you a video? Oh, that would be so awesome. So rather than me do it, I go, do me a favor, you put your name and number on my phone. So she did. Her name was Sunshine, of all things, Sunshine. It's a hot day and her name's Sunshine. I go, oh my God, I love it. And she goes, I know, everybody tells me that. I go, well, Sunshine, later on today, I will get a hold of you and I'll send you a video. And she says, okay. So what am I saying? Every opportunity should be a talking opportunity. Before I go out of this house, I'm thinking, okay, where am I going first of all? And what am I going to do? If I'm going to the grocery store and I just buy a few things, I don't even carry my groceries out anymore. I say I need somebody to help me take them out so I can talk to the person outside, away from their business. I do that with everything I do now. Go to Walmart, like Mr. Thomas says, I do that. This last week, I had to be in jury duty. And I don't know if anybody's been in jury duty. I don't like it. I really don't. But this is what I thought. I saw an opportunity to talk to more people that I don't know around the courthouse. And let me tell you, we were like a pack of cattle over there. There was a herd of us in a big room. And I remember telling Mr. King, hey, I'll call you later. Maybe you can meet me because there might be a lot of people out there. And he said, okay. But this is what I'm saying, you guys. Everything we do should be an opportunity to talk to people. Like Mr. Sam Foster says all the time. And this only comes, you're only thinking like that if ACN is in you. You understand? You're only going to think about prospecting and talking to people if ACN is in you. And let me tell you, if you have it in you, it won't sound phony. It won't sound phony. Because I remember when I first started and I used to go with other people prospecting and we were like all running to people. No. Nobody likes a salesperson like that. That's like going to a car dealership and they all come running at you. No, we can't. You got to have the posture and the backbone and with like you believe what you're doing. And that's where I'm at right now. I know what I'm doing. I know what I have. I know it. It has helped me more times than I can tell you. So, I mean, I may not be in Mr. Thomas's position, but I know where I'm going. I'm going there. And like he said, I was one of those that positions didn't mean nothing to me. And those of you that know me, I don't get roused up with money. That's not me. Of course, I needed it at the time because I was losing my house when I got started because my husband had surgery and he couldn't work. And then back, you need two incomes when the economy collapsed. So I needed it back then. But once I got my money, I was good. I go, yeah, I'll still do this. I'll still plug in. But what I needed to do was I needed to move myself up so my team could get motivated. Because I used to do so many things for my team, like contests, this and that. And yeah, it would rile them up to win the prizes. But once they won the prize, it would slow down. And finally, one of them said, you know, Mrs. Phipps, we would really love to see you be RD. And I go, no, why me? How about you guys? No, we would really love to see you. And it started sinking into me. Mr. King used to tell me, you know, you're only 80 points away. Mr. Thomas used to tell me all the time, come on, let's get it to you. I know it's not about you, it's about your team. And when I did it, you guys, oh my God, I felt guilty that I waited so long. I said, had I done this, who knows where my team would have been? Who knows where some of them would have been? They would have been RDs as well. I waited, I let it go too long. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. But what I'm trying to tell you is to have that backbone and posture, you have to change yourself, but be genuine. Don't be a phony person, because your people know you the way you are. Just have the posture that if somebody says no, you're okay with it. You're okay with it. You're not going to cry. You're not going to get upset. Because back in the day, I used to think, God dang it, what's going on? Everybody says they like it and they're going to do it, and then they don't. They go hiding. What is going on, you know? And then I started realizing maybe I should do what Mr. King and what Miss Guerrero and what Mr. Thomas tells me. Maybe I should start reading more. Maybe I should change myself. Maybe I should be me, you know, but a better version of me, a better version where what I say will give them vision. Where I'm going will help people. So I'm just telling you, it all works. It all works. So for those people that think, well, I've been in it all this time and I'm plugging into everything and sooner or later it's going to happen. No, it'll happen when you change, when you become the person that God made you to be. And what I mean by that is we have a gift. We have a gift. This ACN is like no other. It is like no other. So it's our obligation to share it with as many people as we can. And if they say no, that's okay. You know how many people said no to me? I mean, hundreds. But guess what? A no doesn't mean a no right now. And I know you've all heard that. I know you've all heard that. But let me tell you, I preach dripping on people. And I remember Mrs. Guerrero told me that. Mrs. Driscoll said that, and I believe it. I believe it to this day. One of the last 3 IBOs I got a couple of weeks ago was from dripping. 3 years of dripping, you guys, sending them quotes, positive quotes, things like that. He would tell me sometimes, oh my God, I really needed this. I really needed to see this. If you knew the day I was happy. And he just kept on, and I just kept on dripping. I'm not saying you have to do it every day, but I'm telling you, I did it every month. And he is now getting very close to becoming ETL. He's only been in the business 2 weeks. 2 weeks. He's got already an IBO. And the lady that I presented the business to from the yard sale, she's coming in tomorrow. She loves the business. I didn't have to sell nothing, you guys. It's just all about what you believe, what you're listening to, and how you communicate. Like I explained to her, do you see a way that you don't have to drive a truck forever now? Oh, absolutely. I think this is the most amazing business I've ever seen, and blah, blah, blah. And the only reason she's coming in Wednesday is because she was leaving already after she saw the video and we talked. So she says, I'm coming back Wednesday night. I'm going to call you. You know, what's a good time? I go, hey, I will wait up for you. You guys, I'm just trying to let you know that anything's possible. Those of you that maybe are not, maybe, you know, it's still closed for you, like you can't get out and stuff like that. I don't know where everybody lives, but those of you like that, get on the computer and start following people and liking things. I get interests like that too. You know, when we were closed up in a pandemic and all the malls were closed, certain things were closed, I walk my dogs. I mentioned that to Mr. Thomas. I've had people on the videos watching me. They said, you know, it looks kind of neat, but I'm not a salesperson. I said, you know what? That's the beauty of this business. You don't have to sell. You've got your cell phone. You've got internet at your house. I noticed you got direct TV. You know, you're already using what I have. That's true. That's true. You see, you guys, it's all about the posture and the belief and the backbone. But you got to do it where it's, you know, where you really have the ACN in you. The ACN has to be in you. And you're not just like, oh, I'm doing it for the money. I just need this. Yeah, we all need money. But, you know, yeah, money pays the bills. I get it. But my vision is so much, you know, deeper than that. I want my team to succeed. Because, and they know who they are. They have stuck through me through thick and thin. You know, we go through a lot of people. And like I said, I am a people person. We go through a lot of people. And yes, in the beginning, it used to hurt me so bad when people would quit or whatever. You guys, that's okay now, because when I see it, they don't believe in themselves. And that's okay. They don't believe in themselves. But I'm telling you, they quit, fine. Their services are still there. I'm still getting residual off of their services. There's people that quit like 7 years ago. I've been in this business. They still have services. They still have customers. I'm still getting residual. So don't sweat that kind of stuff. Let it go. Let it go. And this will all come when you change what's inside of you. Like I said, I came from corporate America. I was a hard worker, first one in the office, last one to leave, and I mean it. The security guard had to come and tell me, ma'am, it's midnight. You need to go. I need to close up. I was the last one to get. Now, was I getting paid for all that? No. Hell no. So don't do the crazy stuff that I did, because the company don't give a rat's you know what about you. They don't. You need to do this for you. You need to make your own, get your own business and get yourself out and start talking to people. You just got to do it, you guys. I'm just saying, you just got to do it. There's so many different, I mean, I change it up. I go to restaurants that I don't even know anymore. I don't always go to the same one because I want new people to talk to. And all I do is listen to what people are saying around me. And when I hear it, you know, dang, you know, we don't have any money for this, or we need this, or I'm looking for a second job. I am there. I go, wow, why is it? You don't just go charging up there and go, hey, I got just what you need. No. You go and start talking and building rapport and what would you do if you had a second job? What is it that you need? You know, why do you need a second job? You go in and find out the root causes of everything. And that's what we learned like in Tahoe. And that's what that book, Exactly What to Say, that's exactly it, you guys. That book is a good book. And it's so easy, like Mr. King said, to read. You just got to learn what to say. And this all comes, you guys, with changing yourselves, reading and having confidence in yourself, being able to talk to people. I'm not kidding. You all saw how Mary, she was like a mouse, Miss Perez, and now she talks to people. I'm giving her ideas and things to do. Look, you have a business. You can get customers. Instead of charging for your haircut, how about you be my customer? Same cost, same cost. You're not going to pay any more. You know what I'm saying? You can get a lot of customers that way. You know, you got to just think outside the box. That's what this business is about, thinking outside the box. I mean, what did I do this last week? A yard sale the week before, jury duty. Come on, you guys, who likes jury duty? But you know what? There's a ton of people at the courthouse sitting around, and you can spot them. A couple of weeks before that, an insurance lady. I've got her on the pipe. She's a young girl. She reminds me of Natasha. She's got that fire. I actually sent Natasha's video on her Mondays, and she just said, oh my God, this lady's amazing. She's a boss lady. I go, yeah, she is. You remind me of her. This could be you. Really? We need to talk. You guys, Mr. Thomas gives us the tools all the time. The Shaquille Cooper, hello, I send them to, I think of people that I know, even people that used to maybe quit. Maybe they quit. But I think of them and then I send them, I go, this guy reminds me of you, or I thought of you, and this is why I'm sending it to you. You guys, you got to think outside the box. Utilize these tools. You find somebody who does this or does that, or a hairdresser, send them Jocelyn, send them her videos. I am always trying to tape things. I'm not techie at all, you guys, so I'm learning this, just like some of you. If I could do it, gosh, you guys could do it. I'm serious. So does anybody have any questions or anything? I mean, I think I've kind of cried a lot. I get very emotional. Like when Mr. Thomas was saying all these nice things, it hits me. So does anybody have anything they want to ask me, or? Because I think I'm done. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys some ideas of what I did in the last 2 weeks. And I believe I've got 3 people. I got 2 new IBOs last week or the week. Yeah. And then I'm getting one tomorrow.
Miss Phipps.
But, yes. Mr.
It's
Foster,
your party. You can cry if you want to.
I love it.
Backbone and posture.
Yes. I love it.
Miss Evelyn Phipps, Al Thomas, the words I spoke to you are all true. And they're from the heart, like you work your business, they're from the heart. Folks, any questions for this dynamite lady? I mean, just phenomenal woman. Any recommended book? Yeah, don't read any books, just go do it. How about that? That's our problem, I think. We all think we got to read in the book. There's good books out there, don't get me wrong. But what about we make a goal and just go do it? What about if we make a goal like Mr. Payon, go and get 3 names and numbers every day? What about that goal? What about that? You know, let's show Miss Evelyn Phipps some love. Come on, let's show her some love. I want to help you with that book, sir. Who is MK? Let me help you with something. I want to help you guys with something. My God, I taught this earlier today, but I'm gonna give it to you right now. All right, in the book, Beach Money. I want to give you something that some of you guys, I keep saying the same message is powerful. Look, in the book, Beach Money, if you got it, go to chapter 6. Go grab your book, go to chapter 6, page 25, chapter 6, the end of the paragraph. I want to help you with, no, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it. I'll wait till next week. I'll give it to you next week. Because today is the spotlights on Miss Evelyn Phipps. That's how it should be.
No. Go ahead. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
No, I just want people to understand. You know, we always go to. I got zillions of books. I could have 10,000 books. Doesn't mean anything unless I really go do the basics. Mr. Nelson talks about it. Shaquille Cooper talked about it. Miss Yalza Driscoll talked about it. Rose Girl and Chris King talk about it. Miss Ismail talks about it. I talk about it. Julian Lewis talk about it. We talk about the basics. Even Dean Torelli talk about the basics. And we just don't get it. It's not the book if you got to get off your backside and just do something. I can read 10 books on how to ride a bike. Don't mean I can ride a bike. It just means I'm literate, but I'm still illiterate how to ride a bike. You got to just go do it. Who's that? Just do it. Art Williams, just do it. If I were anybody, I look at that every morning to start my day. Now, since Miss Evelyn gave me permission, I'm going to take about 7 to 8 minutes and help you understand. It ain't about a book. I'm going to go into my dear friend Jordan Atlin's book, Beach Money. My group earlier, we're studying this. We study. We just don't read it, study. It says we broke it down. We study it page by, we study it. We discuss it. So many people have never done that before. This is how you get into action. Now I'm going to go to, if you got the book, go to Beach Money, page 25. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And if you got, you should have this book. The numbers don't what? Lie. Don't lie. Now, Miss Evelyn, let me tell you how she is. This depicts her. On the bottom of page 25, go get the book. I'll wait a minute. Go get the book. Bottom of 25. And it said, Jordan wanted to know the secret. Like everybody, who got a secret? No, it ain't about a secret. It's numbers. Numbers don't lie. You're just not going through enough numbers. The last sentence on the bottom of the page said, in the business of recruiting. That's what we're in the business of. What's the first skill? I'm talking about preaching this month on. First skill is active listening. Some of you Friday, I sent a text out. Some of you didn't even respond back. Some of you had some crazy response. You know why you didn't respond back? Because you're not listening. Active listening. Number two, I talked about on Saturday is what? Sales. He's telling Jordan right here. In the business of recruiting, you need to what? Become prepared to recruit. What did Miss Evelyn say? 20, look at, recruit 20 to 30. I'm reading right out of his book. I'm quoting it. 20 to 30 people. Now, how do you not recruit 20 or 30 people? Now watch this. He didn't say a month. He said you need to recruit 20 or 30 people. Let me finish the sentence. It doesn't matter if you're in real estate, financial planning, insurance, or network marketing. You must, here again, who? You, not me, you. You must recruit 20 to 30 people to start with. Jordan told you he does one a month. And he's living. I can't talk about lifestyle. I can't tell you about lifestyle. But watch this. You must be willing to recruit 20 to 30 people to start with. Listen, he didn't say one. Listen. First skill, active listening. He then said 1/3 of the recruits will do absolutely nothing. Hey, congratulations. 90% of you qualified right there because 90% of people you got in your business ain't did jack. I get that. Watch this. Let me start over, read that again. 1/3 of recruits will do absolutely nothing. Man, Thomas, I talked to 5 people, got 60, and ain't nobody doing nothing. I understand. Keep going. 1/3 will do a little. Oh, I got 5 or 6 IBOs, 10, 15, 20 IBOs, Mr. Thomas. I know, I know. Who's that? Just do it. Art Williams. I understand. Just do it. And he said, a 1/3, listen up, will make a good income. You just ain't got to that 1/3 is gonna make you a good income yet. Like Miss Evelyn is talking about. He says, listen up, usually, read it with me, usually, that way you know, I'm reading it out of his book, his quote, usually one of them, how many? One of them, how many? One of them, how many? One is the loneliest, 3 Dog Night. One of them will build a group of thousands. Oh, how many? Miss Thomas, I talked to all 5 people I know. No. All it takes is one. Laura Scudder potato chips only need how many? Just one. But you can't just eat one. But you can't just get that one. And you're sitting there crying because 30 people, 28 people, Mr. Thomas. Well, you got 2 more to go to get to 30, Joker. Now, go with me. Drop down to the next paragraph. It says, to prove his point. Come on now, come on, go with me now. Y'all want to know? You don't need to read nothing. You need to go do something. Read this with me. Come on. To prove his point, he challenged Jordan. He challenged me to find a successful real estate broker and ask him or her, how many recruits does it take to find one big hitter? How many was he looking for? One. Not everybody, one. How many, Mr. Thomas, do I have to recruit to find that one big hitter? One. It's right here in the book. Then he challenged me to join a good network marketing company and go out and recruit 20 or 30 people. Oh my God, there's again.
Mhm.
He said that I would never have to work a what again? Hope y'all catching this. This is dope, right? This is a game right here. This is bottom line. This is for leaders only. How many people go out and recruit 20 or 30 people? He said you would never have to work again. Let's see. I have never worked. I ain't gonna talk about that, Mr. Nell. We can't talk about that. There was, because some of you, you're trying to still do it your way. Some of you still want to implement the stuff I've been teaching, training you, because you're being your way, because you got a little pen. I'm gonna do it my way. That's why you're still stuck. 5, 10, 20. He said it was a little rough to believe. I know that's why some of you won't go where I'm trying to take you to go, because it's so rough for you to believe. You continue doing the same thing you did 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and you're still stuck because it's rough for you to believe to try something different. You're doing it this way. I'm trying to go this way, but you keep going back that way. It's a little rough to believe. Even for Jordan, he was the same way until he changed his thoughts like you should change. It was a little rough to believe, but I trusted him. But do you trust Al Thomas after, let's say, I don't know, 28 years, top of 2 MLMs, Circle Champions, 10 years in a row, books, magazines, top of the MLM company, 20, number 2 on. No. Credentials, Mr. Nelson talked about. It's a little rough to believe, but I trusted. Do you trust me? Do you trust what I'm giving you? I trusted him and was definitely, I was definitely, some of you know, I haven't got this part yet, definitely willing to give it a try. Some of you still ain't giving it a try. You're still doing it your way. Frank Sinatra is the only one I know that made $1 million off that song, My Way. Because your way ain't working. You still not an RV. Yeah. You call yourself a leaders lead. Look, I follow leaders, but you ain't following leaders. Oh, you follow the ones that you kind of, as long as they don't mess with you or push your buttons or make you think. Definitely willing to give it a try. I don't know if what he said was actually true. Still doubting on Thomas. Still doubting the Thomas. But what Jordan said, but I do know that I believe him at that time. I do know that I believed him. I believed him at the time. Because why? Listen to why. Why he had to believe? Well, listen up, Linda, first, active living. Because he possessed the lifestyle I wanted. Oh, he did what, Jordan?
He possessed.
My lifestyle ain't like his lifestyle. I want to try. Hey, I want his life. And he went to work and made it real. 1 a month is what he said he did. He was on our call a couple weeks ago. And he said 1 a month. I said, hope people don't adopt that. Why don't you do 3 or 4 or 5 a month? But he says 1 a month. But the blessing is, you got to go to 20 or 30 to find the ones. 1/3 won't do very much. 1/3 do a little bit. Out of the third, only one will build you thousands of people. You just ain't found him or her yet. Folks, I'm trying to tell you, I was talking to a group about a guy in my downline, put thousands of people in my downline because of a referral, because my buddy was too cute to do this business. And every time I see him, I buy him lunch or dinner. But he possessed the lifestyle I wanted. Miss Evelyn. Possessed the lifestyle I wanted. Hey, Al, look at the event of my book. He signed it. Hey, Al, check out chapter 13. Congrats, your success. You have a huge impact on my life and my career. Thank you. See you on the beach. Now,
That's nice.
where am I going with this? I took off what Miss Evelyn was sharing with you. She's pouring her heart out to you. You think you got to keep reading. Look, if I don't go out there and talk to somebody, I won't get nobody. If I don't get on Zoom, if I don't call people up my phone, I don't get nobody. There's too much reading and not enough action going on.
Got to implement it.
Thank you. Implement it. This Saturday, oh my God, I've been working on this material. I just don't get it. And I have to apologize. I thought you guys knew people, but you don't. Miss Evelyn is a perfect person to bring this message today. She's just flowing with what she's done. And I love it when she said, hey, I did it because my team needed me. And her team said, no, you first. We want to see you. I and Miss Evelyn, we want to see you at your next level. How long have you been an RVP? How long have you been an RD? How long? How much longer? Your team is watching you. How long you're not an ETL? Come on, folks, it's not that difficult. We have the best business in all of the marketing arena that I've ever seen. By God, we just got to get out there and talk to people. Yes, Miss Evelyn, closing. Absolutely, it's your show.
Say one more thing.
Absolutely, dear. Take it over.
Ladies, let me give you guys another tip. If you're ordering anything, let's say Mary Kay, Tupperware, anything, Arbonne, there's a lot of good products out there. If you're buying anything from anybody, Herbalife, anything like that, they need to be your customer. They need to be your customer. And it's not hard to do that, you guys. It goes with backbone and posture, because I do that all the time. I don't need some of that makeup that I buy, but I'm willing to try it. But guess what? You're going to be my ID still customer. If I'm going to do that, you're going to be my customer. Men, same thing. If you go to a favorite place all the time, a favorite hangout or something, to have a couple of drinks with the guys, and they know you by name, they need to be your customer. They need to be your customer. I do that with restaurants. I do that with anything I order. I'm telling you, the insurance lady, she doesn't, I showed her the business and she likes it, but she had a few more questions. I go, look, you just become my ID still, okay? And then we'll talk. Because that's me now. That never used to be me, but that's me now. If I'm going to give you business, you're going to give me business. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you go get your hair done with the same person all the time, you're giving her business, you guys need to get something in return. And my hairdresser, oh my God, she's my favorite, because she's giving me like 4 ID seals and 4 Vivants. And she has everything at her house and her place of business. So yeah, I love that one. And that one was so easy. I wasn't even her customer. I just went up to her as a business. And she's a young girl and she goes, yeah, let me see what you can do for me. And I said, yeah. So we checked and she, okay, I'll do it. So now I feel compelled to go to her more, because she keeps pouring on to me. You see, you guys, it's all about giving and receiving. And ladies, we are very good at buying things. I just want to say that, to help people. So, Mr. Thomas, in closing, I just want to say, you guys, the pandemic has kept us indoors for almost a year for some of you, because I still wander off. I find my way out, getting out, because I walk my dogs, I do all kinds of things. Don't let it consume you anymore. Get out and do things. I don't know about where you live, but it's hot and windy over here. It's cool. Get out and start talking to people. There's a lot of people hurting. I found some at the yard sale. We found quite a bit. We were passing out flyers and little peak cards and stuff. So there's lots of ways. You can go to yard sales and take your little peak cards and hand them out. It only takes one person to call you back. And then it gets the ball rolling, and then you start taproting. So, I mean, I probably said more than I need to, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I'm just trying to help you guys. Don't procrastinate the way I did. Because for the first 2 years, I needed to know everything. Don't do that. Don't be that person. We have so much in us to give. Women by nature are givers.
I want to know where you get your nails done, because I want to go there.
Actually, I just got them done yesterday and I got that guy's number.
See there, Fireball, I love it. Hey, folks, in closing, beach money, I just talked about it. Go get it. Join now. And look, go back and watch the video and catch the tail in it, because I'm not going to go through all this for sake of time. But, come on, I got to, beach money. I just talked right there out of beach money, right there. Next good book. Some of my leaders were teaching. They know I got several leaders I do. This is another one. The Greatest Network in the World by John Milton Fall. Watch Miss Evelyn. She'll go grab hers because she's studying it with me. We study. We just don't read it. We write it down. What's important, we study page by page. That's how you study something. If I ask you right now, what'd you get out of it? You couldn't tell me because you're not studying. See, look at it. Show your book. All right, there's that book. Mr. Chris King gave me this book. I'm reading this one now. The Winning Every Day by Lou Holt. It's got nothing to do with it. It's got about business, being a leader. And the one I just, look, GoPro. I'm going to take a minute going this GoPro. If you ain't got, this is one of my best, listen up. It's a gift I give out to everybody on my team. Everybody gets this on my team. See, you're so tight making $100, you scared to give 99 back and invest back in your business. GoPro, the best book I can give. The Kings give this away now. Natasha Ismail give this away. Mr. Bree Clemens, because he's watching, he gives it away to new people. Because winners are givers. Now, I'm going to break this down with Miss Evelyn talked about real quickly. And on page 46 in here, it says, rule number one, listen up. Linda, listen. You must emotionally detach yourself from the outsource. Miss Evelyn talked about that. She said it get her mad. She started crying when people said no or didn't follow. She had a disconnect. It's not emotional. Take it out of the way. Some of you guys, my best friend, get it out of the emotion. Number 2 rule, be yourself. Be yourself. I ain't a salesperson. Who said you had to be? Be yourself. If anybody different, you scare them off. Number 3, bring some passion. I told Mr. Chris King, man, you had so much passion on Sunday. Look at Sam Fox, so much passion. I ain't ready. That's a really exciting opportunity. Oh, really? Let your face know that. Passion. Yeah. And number 4, well, let's see if you can read this. Have a strong posture. Yeah. Posture. I can't stand shaking somebody's hands. Feel like a wet noodle. And the top of the page, it says skill sets. Oh my God. So those are the books. If you don't worry about writing it down. Go back and watch the video and take notes on the video. That's how you learn. Watch it. Let me ask you, how many times y'all watched a video today? The ones the past week, Miss Charlotte Drissels and Miss Natasha Ismail and Shaquille. I mean, think about it. Watch it and take notes. That's what leaders do. I got 3 pages of notes. Every time I take it 3 times. 3 times. Miss, I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Evelyn Phipps, for sharing today, being super transparent. If you folks would just do what she gave you and just get after it. Tomorrow morning, tonight, right back here, 6:00 p.m. or 1 through 10. And why don't some of you show up? Well, I don't have a guess. Can you actually read it as good as these people read it? I don't care how long you've been around. Maybe you might want to learn how to do it right and quit doing it this way. Might learn. Tomorrow morning, we got the great Mr. Shaquille Cooper. Tomorrow night is my last private call for the month. I'm done. I gave you everything on Saturday how to do it. So y'all don't need me to do these things anymore. I gave you the whole thing, the script, everything. It's up to you now. It's time for me to go out and recruit and get some new people to replace the people who are just watching and not doing anything. But God bless you. Miss Evelyn Phipps, say a few words in closing. By the way, can we give her some love? Show her some love. Oh my God. Not just you ladies, guys, men too.
Just go out and do it. That old Nike commercial, just do it. You start getting it under your belt. It feels like it comes repetitive with me. Even when I'm with my husband, when we're out to dinner, I'm listening to the waiter or whoever's there, and he knows not to say a word when I'm talking, because I'm listening to the person. Then I start asking questions and stuff. You guys, it just comes natural because I got ACN in me. It's just so, it's scary. I just want to, I want everybody to know. So I love you guys. I'll see you here tomorrow. Just go out and do it, you guys. Get it
I
out of your
love it.
belt
Woo!
and it just comes out. Posture and
Woo!
backbone, remember.